All right, we've got a requested topic here for the government of Ireland. Take a peek. So I have nothing. I know absolutely zero about any of this. So you will have to use your knowledge of the situation to fill in the gaps. I mean, most likely. So let's just see what we got going on here. So, doing the reading on the government of Ireland. Now, the root card is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is inheritance. So, this is showing energy that is basically passed down uh, through a family. Here's the grandparent and the grandchild, and this is basically the empire that the grandchild will inherit. It shows wisdom that is passed through generations. Um, but it's money, it's land, this is stability that is inherited. And the main card is the world. So that's interesting because the question was kind of like, when will the government collapse? And the world shows a natural ending. I mean, it's more like a graduation, but the world is the last card of tarot. So this would show the government coming to some sort of ending, right? Let's just see what's on either side of the world here. Whoop. Whoop. Well, that doesn't look terribly good. So leading up to the world, we get the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is the militaristic commander. Now, I'm assuming what this is showing is leadership, because we've got two court cards here. But the King of Swords, this is the militaristic commander, not particularly emotional at all. Um, and this sort of directed militaristic energy leads to the world. And then as it moves forward, we have a reversed Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is the devoted, loving mother figure. Now, the Queen of Cups reversed is the devoted, loving mother figure that just doesn't have any of that energy in her anymore. So, normally, this is like a loving, nurturing energy, but she is not really at her best. So it's a devoid. It's like a lack of the nurturing, loving energy. Okay. So I don't know shit about Irish politics at all. So I don't really know if what figures these are talking about. Theoretically, we have a male figure back here, and then as it moves forward, we have an out of balance female figure, maybe. Um, all right, what else do we got? So with the world, I want to see more like, because this looks to me more like leadership. So let's just see the condition of things, like the stability of the government, I suppose, on either side of this. And so leading up, oh geez, leading up to the world. So here is this Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is showing craftsmanship. Uh, this is basically a worker who's just doing their job all day, and they have this sense of pride in what they've created. So, I mean, this would be like manufacturing and stuff, but there is a sense of pride and a sense of craftsmanship here in what the worker is doing. And eventually, so on the other side of the world, and this sort of graduation is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, these three figures together, they all got swallowed by this fish. And together they work their way out of it. And here they're celebrating. So this is showing I mean, I'm guessing that's a union, a union with a couple other entities or countries, and together they are kind of working their way out of this thing that tried to swallow them all. Um, okay. Now, I'm going to pull a card for the people of Ireland. As this transition happens, and I guess what I'm mostly looking at is on the other side of the world. So, this transformation that is happening. So, on the other side of that, how does that bode for the people of Ireland? And it's another page, it's another court card. So, when the court cards show up, it's really saying it depends on who you are. One other card that wanted to come out was the Devil. The Devil is obsession and possession. And I suppose that has a lot of different connotations, also depending on who you are. But how does this change in government affect the people? Here's the thing about the Page of Wands. I mean, just the fact that it's a court card is saying it's really going to depend on who you are. But the Page of Wands is very unique. They have a very strange way of doing things. And here they're crossing this icy pond on stilts, and anyone else would be like, that's crazy, you can't do that. But the Page of Wands believes in themselves and their own methods. And as long as they believe in themselves, they are fine. So this is showing a certain amount of optimism and uniqueness and creativity. So maybe that energy is what the people will actually need, is really to believe in themselves and to be very uniquely creative. Um, Compounded with the Devil. So I'm going to pull one more on the Devil because, geez, we've got a little kid and the Devil. Whoop. And what we get is reversed Eight of Wands. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. The Devil is showing a fever pitch of some sort of obsession. It's disturbing when that is combined with a page card because you don't generally want the Devil combined with children. But it does kind of show that here. If you do have children in Ireland, then I would be fucking very wary about what they're teaching them in school or something, I mean, here, these two energies are becoming blended, and that's probably not good. Or you could watch for obsessive behavior out of your children. But when I tried to find out more about the Devil, we get an Eight of Wands reversed. And the Eight of Wands is this energy that has grown and grown and grown over a long period of time. Here she decides that it's time to harvest that energy. When this thing is reversed, it's like hesitating. So the Devil is coming from something that should have naturally happened that was hesitated upon. It's like it was blocked. It's usually hesitation more than a straight up block, but it's like this energy that should have been harvested and wasn't. And that leads to the Devil combined with the Page of Wands. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do here, because, I mean, nothing in that reading was showing an apocalyptic fate for the government. But I'm going to pull a card So I'm going to do a 1, a 5, and a 10. 1, 5, and 10-year, just general health of the government, of the stability and all of that. So we're going to start with the 1 year. Oof. And I guess there we have the 5, and we'll look at the 10. Well, again, none of this is apocalyptic, which is probably good, but the 1 year, the 2 of Cups, is these two energies that they're very harmonious. They're very open to each other. This is a harmonious moment. And when this thing is upside down, it shows a moment of disharmony. It's like not really being open to the things that are happening around you, and everything sucks. It's usually because of projection of what you think things are supposed to be like, as opposed to what they are actually like, that causes the 2 of Cups to turn upside down. Assumption and projection, those are not the words I'm looking for. There's another word, but I can't think of it at this point in time. So anyway, the 5-year is the Justice card, and if things had been going wonky, the Justice card would even them out. So the Justice card is fairness, and I mean, that's a good card to show up, I guess. So 5 years from now, especially if you feel like the government has really been screwing the people over, the Justice card would show some sort of fairness that shows up. And then moving forward, 10 years, we get the 6 of Cups, which is interesting because the 6 of Cups is the retelling of an old story. The 6 of Cups means something that happened long ago will happen again. It will be just like it was before. Whatever that means. So, this is what we get. I mean, keeping in mind, I don't know anything about the political structure or events in Ireland, but that's what we have for the cards. Now, if you see something in these and you're like, oh, well, that's obviously this or that, or if you have any ideas of different angles to look at this from, feel free to let me know. That is what we have for now. Thank you and peace.